Hi, this is Patrick Hooker from the band Just the Most Terrible Things, and you are in the Underground Lounge. This is Man or Astro Man.
Welcome to the Underground Lounge. This is Walter Elias.
And I'm Patrick William.
I love making you say your middle name. That was the only one that ever bothered you. Sorry. And we are here today with Just the Most Terrible Things. How are you guys all doing today?
Hey.
Everybody say hello.
Doing pretty good. Hello.
All at the same time. Let's confuse the listeners.
Hello.
Oh, we've got Kermit the Frog on vocals over there.
No, this is Jean-Luc Picard from the USS Enterprise.
All right, so anyway, Patrick, you already introduced yourself. Why don't we hear from the drummer back there?
Hi, my name's Mark.
Yeah, and to your right,
Hi, I'm Andy.
and you play.
Guitar.
All right.
And I shout into a microphone.
I guitar.
And
I apologize.
And your couch mate?
I'm Jeremy. I play bass.
So, you guys are Just the Most Terrible Things. Who thought of that band name?
That would be me. I had woken up in a fever dream down in Jamaica when I was down there looking for myself alongside Snoop Lion.
Balsam Ganj, but
No,
turned out to be Salvia.
Yeah. And then I tried to garden and drive a car, and it just didn't work. But no, I thought of it in the middle of the night, and it just kind of I thought it had a really cool ring to it. So I put it in my notes in my phone and then forgot about it for 2 weeks. And then I was looking through my notes, and I was just like, it just makes sense. Just the most terrible things. We make really emotional music about terrible things. So it's it just made sense.
Right on. And how long have you been playing guitar, Patrick?
Since 8th grade.
Was that your first instrument?
Yeah. Well, harmonica was my first. My dad taught me harmonica, and then I didn't really like it. It was just a lot of mouth work that I didn't really get, It was just a lot of stuff I didn't get, and then so I got my first guitar in 8th grade, which was a purple Fender.
So you're saying you'd rather use your fingers than your mouth?
Oh yeah.
Understood.
Oh yeah. It's just, you get things done that way. Well, I guess you can get things done with your mouth too.
So anyway, you started playing guitar in 8th grade?
8th grade, yeah. I was in middle school when at Hennepin, and I didn't really have any friends, and I really just wanted something to do to distract me from the fact that I had to go to school the next day, So my dad traded in 2 old banjos that his granddad gave him, and bought me this really, really nice purple Fender Stratocaster, and that's where I started learning guitar at. And I didn't really write any songs until 10th grade, but I started learning how to play and formulate songs in 8th grade.
And what about you, Mark? You're on the drums back there. Was it the first instrument?
It actually was, yeah. I started playing through the school program thing, all that bullshit. I think it was 4th grade? 5th grade? 4th grade. And then I kind of stopped playing when I went up to school up in college, and then I've been kind of getting back into it since then.
Kind of getting back into it? Joining a band? Playing in a band is kind of getting back into it?
Yeah, I play about once a week.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good. And what about you, Andy? When did you start playing guitar? Was that your first instrument?
Yeah, as my first instrument, I guess guitar was a hobby of mine, through high school, and I just kind of fucked around and didn't really care. Okay, cuss.
You can totally swear. You can say any swear word you want.
Okay, cool.
This isn't NBC, Andy.
Fuck.
I know. So yeah, I just screwed around with that for a while, but I didn't really get serious about playing guitar until freshman year, where my other roommate was
Till
a
fucking
guitar
freshman
player,
year.
and he was fucking. I know. Yeah, and now it was a contest with me and my roommate to see who could shred faster. And I was like,
Shred?
all right. Yeah, he tried. Well, he was really good at shredding. He was Paul Gilbert level, and I never got there. So I'm I don't need that. It's all about soul, and it's just a cop out for not having to have chops.
Right. And what about you, Jeremy? Was bass your first instrument, or?
No, it's not really one I really put much effort into. When I was a kid, like I always wanted to play drums. I liked playing guitar. Like I would watch the Beatles movies, Help and A Hard Day's Night, and I'd play along on my toy guitar or whatever. And in school, I did the school program like Mark with drums. As soon as they let us do that in 4th grade, I got into it. Started playing guitar in 6th. I've been playing since, all the way up through high school and stuff like that. But bass is just, I think it's a good fit for me in a band because I can just lay back on the groove and just kind of enjoy the music without being way out front and thinking about it too much.
And it's still like rhythm. It's based on rhythm still.
Yeah, it's like the mix between drums and guitar, so it fits me well.
Okay, and when did you guys come together to form this band? How did that happen?
I would say probably like Mark and I met when I was living on King Street, and we would like always just hang out, and we would like drink and get goofy, and then like we would just pretty much just start just fidgeting around with music, and then we just started realizing that it was starting to click a little bit more, right? So we just hung out more and we started playing more. And then Andy I've known for a long time, and Mark's known Andy for a long time, and Andy and I have a whole bunch of like mutual friends, and then we all just kind of just sat down here one night and we just were playing, and we were like, this is actually clicking really well, way more like than I thought that it was going to be, because I was in a previous band and I kind of like swore that like I wasn't gonna like get involved in another band after my old band. So we just kind of dicked around, and I guess that was last year, or I mean, I guess we made it more official this year, but like
Been a while now.
yeah.
I can still remember a lot of it started because you and me were like we'd go on road trips and freestyle.
Yeah,
in the
just
car
freestyle the whole
entire
way.
time.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the initial the initial moment when we realized that we wanted to be a band was the end of 2013, but we were playing earlier that year and just trying to feel each other out. So
Me and Andy were in a band back in like high school, even.
Ooh, what was the name of it? I hope it's an embarrassing name.
Band names are forbidden.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
The band was called Band Names Are Forbidden?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I've heard some awful early high school band names, so that's kind of ironic. You guys appreciated irony at a young age.
No, it was there was an episode of, or no, it's not even the episode. The ending credits song to Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
There's a Shake sample where he says dancing is forbidden.
Yes, he does.
And-
Yep.
And we thought it was hilarious, and we couldn't come up with a band name, so that's how that happened.
That's a good reference, because Aqua Teen Hunger Force are freaking great.
I just really want people to know
Good
that I'm
English.
with it and that I'm hip.
Yeah, cool.
we watch
totally.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
You guys ever see Family Guy?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
heard
it's-
about it.
Hey, have you guys heard of that new show called The Simpsons? It's
Yeah,
really good.
I hear that's really pushing boundaries.
Yeah, it's really hitting some notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Family Guy did it first.
South Park did it before all of them. That's not true. And Jeremy, how did you fit into this mix? What did you just like crash a party one time and pick up a bass?
He
or what
drank
happened?
all of our beer. He drank every last beer that
I
we had.
remember that day.
So we
he
made
kind
him
of came
do
to the
something to
house.
impress us, and he did.
Yeah, he came over to our house, drank all of our booze, fucked all our
See,
women.
he tricked me because he
and
told
then-
me. He tricked me because he told me he was the bass god, and he wanted to fuck my bitch. So I
Yeah.
didn't see any reason to say no. It was the bass god.
You can't say no to the
But
bass god.
what he really said was that he's the bass god,
Shit.
and that he wanted to bang my girlfriend. So I was like, okay.
I'm glad that actually went somewhere. It came full circle. I like that. The story ends where it began. But
Don't be modest.
Andy and I, we met in college, and we met in the dorms, and we discovered that we both play guitar, and we enjoyed playing and stuff. And
Went on a
We were-
romantic holiday.
yeah, and like he was in a
beautiful
band with Mark in high school. He was in a band with me in college. It was a progressive death metal band
It
with
was.
our friend Chris, who's our cameraman right now. And we wrote some good songs, but we didn't play much. So I guess when he told me he was in a new band, I was like, you got some spots there? trying to play bass. So
Can I get up in
that
there?
worked. Mm-hmm. All up in it.
And we had went to his house and we hung out, and it was the first time I ever met him, and I mean he just like tore it up. He's an immaculate bass player and guitar player. So it's like when Andy was just like, oh yeah, he wants to come down and jam with us. I was like, I didn't realize it was him because I'm terrible with names. Like I only met him once, and then when he came down, I was like,
Oh yeah, that's that bass guy.
it's that bass guy trying to fuck all our bitches.
Right.
Thank you, bass god.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I guess it's about. I'm frankly sick of this conversation. So we might as well go into a song. I'm assuming. I guess I shouldn't assume, but Patrick, you're kind of a primary songwriter in this project.
Yeah. I'm the soul songwriter, I guess.
Yeah, right on.
At least with the lyrics, they really do help a
Yeah,
lot
we understand how
sometimes
bands
with the
work.
music.
We understand how bands work, dude.
Yeah.
But anyhow, what's the first one we're gonna play? You're gonna play. I'm gonna play the tambourine while you guys play it.
This song is called 25 Years, and I wrote it because I moved into a really, really shitty house on Walnut Street, and I started getting really depressed about how I've lived 25 years in a town, and I end up hanging out with a bunch of hood kids shooting fireworks and yelling profanities at me. So I wrote a song about how I just felt I was getting really depressed about being not where I want to be. So that's 25 years. Cool. Is that good? Can you let a good introduction? Years in this place. All my friends, they're leaving. I just wanna have a taste of what it's like to be needed. What it's like to be spending years here digging. Well, who am I anymore? Just a ghost disappearing. Yeah, just a ghost disappearing. Ow!
Do you guys remember what you were listening to that kind of influenced you to start picking up an instrument or even start writing?
Ooh.
Mark, I know you said you started playing drums at an earlier age, but what were you listening to growing up?
When I was growing up, my parents didn't listen to music, which is, I guess, weird.
They were too busy playing tennis.
Yeah. And teaching
But,
school.
Do they know Venus and Serena?
They were both my teachers. They were both my teachers. Your parents taught me about history and tennis.
They go hand in hand.
Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah. But, what was the question?
What were you listening to growing up that kind of influenced you to start playing music yourself?
Not much, actually. At the time I started, it was just I wanted to do something music, and I wasn't exactly sure why, and I was just like, well, drums is the coolest of the options here, and so I just kind of went with it and ended up loving it.
You just bypassed oboe altogether?
Yeah, skip the oboe, skip the violin. Probably should have done both or something.
The same time.
Picked up as many as I could have, but no, I just went with one and stuck with it.
But when you started listening to music on your own, then what was it that gripped you?
Honestly, I started liking a little bit of everything. There was a while that I listened to punk rock and jazz at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but
That would have been some crazy avant-garde shit.
Punk rock,
Shit
jazz. Jesus.
no,
Be
I.
crazy.
The point is, I have a span. But no, I just kind of like a lot of things across the board. So I haven't kind of like ever stopped at one thing, and I guess that's kind of kept my horizons open.
Good.
Should we just go around in a circle and do this?
Yeah, think of it like a circle jerk. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Way to get me around.
Who influenced you to start writing, Patrick?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. No, I'm kidding. Kind of.
We're sponsored by them.
Yeah. I got into a very, 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 like, I don't know, my parents listened to two very different kinds of music. Like, my dad was very into, like almost bigger kind of, like, artists in the 70s. Like, he was always really into Dylan and, like, Jimi Hendrix and Lennon and Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton. Like, he really liked a lot of country and then, like, just a lot of, like, lyricism. Is that the right word?
Yeah, the writing of the lyrics
Yeah,
and
well,
the actual words,
yeah,
the meaning of the
yeah,
content. Yeah,
That's
sure.
a word.
Yeah.
Well, that's that hack education I got going on. What up, hack? But my mom was more into, like, Lionel Richie, and like, she was, like, really into, like, these really, like, fun pop dance, like, albums, and Lionel Richie is probably growing up what I listen to more, which is weird. But when I actually started getting into music at a very, very, very young age, I had a friend of mine who had a cassette tape of Conor Oberst, which was the lead singer of Bright Eyes, and I started getting into that, and I thought it was just, like, it was so strange that such a young dude, I mean, like, that cassette tape, I think he was, like, 13 years old, and, like, the stuff that he was writing and even just the music that he was playing truly was, like, it opened my eyes to a whole different kind of expressionism, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it wasn't great, and I still have those songs, and I listen to them every now and again. I'm like, this isn't that great, but, like, at the time, for how young he was, it really inspired me. So I mean, my greatest inspirations are truly like Conor Oberst is, like, number one. I love his poetry. I feel like he's this generation's, like, Bob Dylan, like, when it comes to actually telling stories with music, and he even admits he's not a singer. He just likes to write and then try to find melodies around, like, what he's writing, which is why he has better musicians than him backing him all the time. And that's pretty much what I found subconsciously I've always tried to do is, like, I reek at guitar. I know basic guitar, and I don't really fancy myself a singer, but, like, I always try to, like, convey what I'm writing, because I love writing, like, lyrics and, like, conveying stories, and I want to back that up with emotion, because I'm trying to compensate for my lack of actually trying to build the song musically. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, I guess it would be like Kevin Devine, Jesse Lacey, Keith Buckley, which is actually hardcore. He's in a band called Every Time I Die. I look at him as inspiration because he was actually an English teacher prior to being in a hardcore band, and his lyrics are just unreal, just poetic. So I don't know. I guess Kevin Devine, Keith Buckley, and Connor Oberst are people who inspire me to be a better writer.
That was a great answer.
I'm just realizing how terrible I am at interviewing.
Pat's much better at this than we are.
Yeah,
No, he rambles too much.
Well, that's
How's that for constructive
That's
criticism,
perfect for
Patrick?
this situation, though.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. We'll do the lightning round at the end.
Yeah.
No, what about you, Jeremy? What gripped you at a young age?
I'm not too sure. I don't really come from a musical family. I think I've had like a great uncle who was a drummer or something, but other than that, I mainly got stuff from my friends. So I guess I got the Beatles from my parents, some 60s music, like folk music or whatever.
I've heard of the Beatles before.
There's
The
this new band.
Beatles?
I was thinking about checking them out a little
Wait,
bit.
is it the Beatles or the Beatles?
Or is it the
It's
Beatles?
clever. It's like the animal, the Beatles, but like the beat of the music, and like they're on the cover of Rolling Stone. Like nowadays, they must be touring or something.
Are they still around?
Yeah, I guess so. They're
I thought-
around and touring, I guess. So we have to check
think-
them out.
They're not indie enough for me.
I think my dad would be ashamed if I didn't shout out and say that now he has great musical taste. When I was young, he didn't listen to shit.
Or did he just hide it from you?
He hid it from me. That's what it is.
All right, so back to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Sorry to derail you there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just had to make sure I took note of the name of that band you said.
Yeah, that
The
happens. That's
Beatles.
cool. I guess later on, I got introduced to the Offspring, and that was, I guess, my first obsession. I knew their catalog in and out and everything. Progressed on. AFI, I had a big Avenged Sevenfold thing back in high school just because they're really talented musicians, even if they've fallen off a lot. Red Hot Chili Peppers, my favorite band for a long time, even though I don't really even like funk. It's just like
You shut your mouth.
I don't so much. Not so much. Like there's not really any other kind of funk I listen to.
I will
That's
trip you.
interesting because a lot of times I'll say that I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and people will be like, oh, you just like music that's on the radio. I'm like, no, dude, I love funk.
Yeah,
It's why Flea rules.
he does. Well, the difference is for me, it's like I like the Chili Peppers not so much because of the funk, but the note choice, the tasteful riffs, playing for the song, being able to improvise and jam, and just playing overall with emotion first. Like that's
And being able to play with socks on their cocks.
that's a really good thing. Without them falling off, that's impressive.
Out up to
So-
get a baby sock.
Ooh.
Average dick
fucked up.
jokes.
I get it.
What about you, Andy?
Like Jeremy, like the first obsession I ever really remember was with Offspring. Like I still know that entire catalog, like front to back.
I had Smash on cassette tape.
Ooh. I
What
had
is-
2 copies of
it's a
Smash.
cassette.
that
It's
my
only
dad
because
broke
I'm
one.
older than you guys that I had cassette tapes, dude. That's the only.
Not that much.
I remember my first cassette tape ever,
What was it?
Californication.
I remember mine.
Ooh.
I remember mine.
Mine was 10 by Pearl Jam.
Oh hell yeah!
Mine was the Good Burger soundtrack, and it was orange.
Oh, that's good. The cassette tape itself was orange?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
That was my first purchase ever as a kid. I went down to the wall at the Galleria.
Oh,
The
yeah, I remember.
wall.
Yeah, you would just change out the case if you had another busted tape and get another free tape. Yeah, it's great. That's why that company probably didn't last. Was their lax return policy.
I think if anybody's listening to this, if they're not from York, they will have. I mean, was Wall a bigger chain?
that was a chain. Yeah, that was a
definitely.
chain, dude. That was
Definitely.
national.
Like Sam Goody's competitor.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Sam Goody's didn't have such a lax return policy, so they lasted a little bit longer.
Oh no, I know, but I hope you realize that when I try to plug my phone into my computer, it like fixes that and doesn't connect, so I kind of have to like upload it via Mega. I got it for you.
I am so sweaty.
You guys really happy about that
Yeah.
part?
Sure.
Hey, Andy, do you wanna introduce the song?
What song is it?
Oh, is it the 2-part one?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, this
Part
next
one.
song is
It's gonna be part 1 and 2, isn't it?
No, yeah,
Aren't you guys
yeah.
just gonna
Yeah,
play
it's
them
gonna
both?
be. Yeah, we're gonna play them. We're gonna play them together, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a medley, but not really.
Well, they're similar subject matter.
They're two songs that
It's a lot of
interlude.
rockabilly and
Yeah,
smooth jazz.
it's a gorgeous
some
opera section.
progressive and some, some tribal hymns,
Yeah, it's
Austrian
called.
tribal hymns.
Gregorian chant.
Yeah. Yeah, so this next song is called What Happened Here? Parts 1 and 2.
What's it about? Give me some intro. I wanna feel the tone of the song.
The first part, it opens up with the line, "What is this place where nothing makes sense? It's a jumbled scene of memories that build within my chest." And that line really, it means a lot to me because I battle with a lot of panic attacks, and when I meet people, I don't really trust them, and I don't know what their angle is, and it gets kind of jumbled whenever I'm around a lot of people, even though like when we play shows, like everybody gets confused because like, whoa, what, you have anxiety? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like you play shows and people like see you, and it's like, but like none of them make any sense to me, so it doesn't really bother me because like I'm in front of them. But I just get confused a lot where I am, and it just makes me really anxious, and it just really builds. So the whole song is just pretty much dealing with the confusion of constantly meeting people that I probably won't meet again, and trying to make an opinion that in reality really matters more than anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say first impressions mean a lot, but if you're not gonna see that person ever again, first impressions really do mean a lot. So that song's pretty much just about trying to not look like a complete crazy jackass when you meet somebody. So what is this place where nothing makes sense? A jumbled scene of memories that build within my chest. The hallways are narrow. The sky is filled with empty space, a heart where a sleeve should be, exposing my brittle face. So how did I get here? Who were these people? have a God, pray to him now, 'cause I fear this ship, it's going down. If you have a God, pray to him now, 'cause I fear this ship, it's going down. If you have a flaw, you better show it now, 'cause I fear my ass, it's walking out. If you have a flaw, goddamn, you better show it now, 'cause I fear my ass, it's walking out. Come on, boy! I'll never trust again. No, I'll never trust again. No, I swear it. I swear, I swear, I'll never trust again. I'll never trust again. No, I swear it. I swear, I swear, I swear.
So I noticed during that song there, you lost your chord and you just dealt with that. Like, what are you, some kind of punk rock musician or something? You just...
I traveled with the Clash a lot when I was younger, and they taught me the best way to save a show is to just plug your guitar back in.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a step in the right direction, I'd say. Have you ever had any other kind of, like, fuck-ups on stage? Like,
With this band or just in general?
in general, because this is only, like, your third gig you guys have had.
Yeah. We're brand spanking new. I'm surprised a doctor hasn't come out and just smacked all of our asses and sucked our placenta out of our noses yet. Like, we're brand new. My old band. I don't want to name drop the band.
Is it Torn from Red?
Schmerschmerg. And we had played a show at the Depot. It was like our second like actual paid show, because we always would do open mics there, because it was like, whatever, we just want to have fun and get people dancing, you know. And then like we finally like actually started getting like gigs there, and we had like this huge crowd. And my shtick was I'd wear masks and then jump out into the crowd and put masks on other people. And when I went to crowd surf, they were carrying me, and these guys didn't realize, I don't know if they were drunk or not, but they didn't realize how far away from the stage I was, and they went to catapult me on the stage, and I still have the scar on my leg. I went to try to catch myself on stage, and the front of the stage just like gouged the front of my shin, and I didn't realize it because we were fairly drunk. I mean, anybody in this room that's been to the depot, I mean, it's you're drinking.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. So I didn't realize it. So the rest of the show, I was wondering why my shoe was all squishy, like I went to the river, and I had stepped in some water, and when we were unloading all of our stuff, this girl came up to me and she goes, "Hey, do you realize that you are like leaving footprints of blood out of the bar?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And I looked down and my entire shoe was just soaked in blood. So yeah, I mean, other than the cord falling out earlier during the, like during other things, like I mean, like cords falling out, I feel like are pretty normal. But like, yeah, I severely injured myself at that
You're like
show.
Gigi Allen, dude, or Iggy Pop.
I know.
It's crazy.
I'm a showman, I like to give people a good time. I don't have health insurance, so that's more punk rock. So
Yeah, totally.
You just gotta put some tea tree oil on it and put some gauze over it and just go about your day.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama. He can give you a phone, but not a good healthcare plan.
Hey, man, mine's fine. So anyway,
I know. I was kidding.
I know. Oh yeah, totally, dude. Let's not get into.
It's actually it's
politics.
a good plan. You should get it if you're young. Come on.
Yeah, especially if you smoke.
Yeah, if you smoke weed, do it.
Smoke weed every day. Do that.
Smoke weed.
If you smoke weed, you can heal from anything.
Yeah. It's true.
It's true.
And what about anybody else have any embarrassing stage stories? Do they exist for anybody else?
To compete with that, no.
No. Okay.
It's not a competition, Mark.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
just-
this isn't Wimbledon.
Yeah, we're just simply reliving stories we've done. Don't be such a dick.
One time I forgot the French to Psycho Killer and we played it live.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's
Nope.
a good thing that your vocal mic was kind of low.
Yeah.
Thought the same thing. I was like, what a dumb fuck.
I was standing there like, wow, he's killing it. He sounds like David Byrne. This is great. But I wish it was a little bit louder. And then you fucked up, and I was like, yeah, I guess levels were fine.
Yeah, that's how,
Instead
The
of,
sound guy's wonderful. He knows just how to set everything up.
instead of David Byrne, he could
had
have
the
been
foresight.
David Turn Up for what?
down for what?
Right? Was that good? That was terrible. Edit that
I
out.
am
That's
announcing
terrible.
my resignation from the band
Yeah.
because of that joke.
I'm just gonna quickly just dig myself a hole. I just got a new tattoo and it symbolizes our whole band and we're all metal. We're all just real metal.
Metal as fuck.
We're under oath, but better. I think is what you could describe
What?
us.
Less about Jesus.
Christian.
No, we're all about
every
Jesus.
song is about Jesus.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Jesus and women.
They're all about Jesus, women, and when the Chinese used to drop the babies in water? Mm-hmm. That.
Yeah, that's just the most terrible things.
Yeah.
Have any of you gone on any tours?
When I graduated high school, I took out 3 credit card, do you know what credit cards are?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, I took out 3 of them and maxed all of them out
Good move.
to go on a 3-month-long tour down south by myself, and I lived out of my car, and I just played house shows, and it was awesome. It was all unplanned. I just needed to do it because I feel like if I didn't do it at that time, I don't really think I would have had another real opportunity to just kind of make connections and just go out and do it. And it was an experience, but other than that, like I have never done a professional tour, and I do not want to do another like tour like that because I'm still paying all of those debts. It was a lot of money, but like,
Shit.
yeah. Hey, listen, I went to city schools. They don't teach you about money there. They teach you about hoes.
I
and
went to
pimping.
college. They don't teach about money there either, on purpose.
Yeah, they just teach you about signing loans.
This is how you sign your name.
Not do it at that X.
But yeah, that's mine. Did any of you, Andy?
Doing any tours?
Yeah, didn't you go to that one in Europe with Ralph Real?
Yeah, I was there. I
In
was
Holland.
You know, no, it was. Yeah, well, is that part of Scandinavia?
Yeah.
Scandinavia, like a massive nations.
It's like right.
I forget my geography.
You didn't actually go on tour with Ralph Real when he went to Europe, did you?
No,
Because he actually did that, so I was confused for a moment.
no, I was with him on the Canada tour.
You did. You were.
Yeah,
actually.
we were in. Yeah, we were
Well,
in,
he was the bathroom attendant of the one restaurant where Ralph was.
in Canada.
He was spritzing him with cologne after he pissed.
I still have a pair of his underwear.
Sweet, dude.
Yo, shout out Ralph Real. We love you.
I'm glad he's back. Whenever I see him, it makes me happy.
Jeremy, tour?
No tour for me. Haven't done it. No.
Mark, tour?
Does marching band count?
Totally.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Toured up and down 100
I went to
yards.
California one time.
Oh, right
damn.
on with the march with Red
Oh,
Lion
yeah.
marching band.
Oh yeah.
Oh, solid, dude.
Yeah.
Right on. There was this one time in band camp. Never mind.
Where you stuck a flute up Allison, what's her name? Allison Hannigan's vagina.
That's the one.
Whoa.
I don't know where you
Watch
heard
your
that.
language, Andy. Vagina?
Say the scientific word.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tumblr's gonna love us.
Songwriting? How about a song? Do you guys feel like playing any more
Oh,
songs?
I would love to play one. I've been itching for this one. This whole interview. Like, yeah. This one is a pop song we've been writing.
Does it have a name?
It's called Clint Eastwood, and
No, it's not called Clint Eastwood. Can't be the name of it.
no, it is.
It's plagiarism.
It is no.
No.
Well, Clint is like that's safe though. I
It's
think.
Clit Eastwood, actually. Thank you very
Taurus
much.
Eastwood?
I actually really like that a lot more. I think we might have to change it just for this segment. Clit Eastwood.
Oh my god.
It's a very old clit that's racist and owns a Camino or whatever the hell that
Used
car.
to be in spaghetti westerns.
Yeah. No, Clint Eastwood, and it's just a pop song that Andy wrote, and it is what it's called. Get your shit together, Mark.
Clinton Tarantino.
Oh, is that what it is? But boom! Jesus Christ, I need to get my shit together.
But we do need to make a song now called Clit Eastwood.
No, but Clinton Tarantino.
Please tell me this is all going to be an actual final
No,
thing.
I hope it is. But Andy wrote it. It was at a time where we didn't really like a lot of my songs. Like I just am like a writer and I like to sing. But like Andy had this really cool like fun poppy song, and we're like, I feel like every band needs a song where it's like. Most of our songs are very emotional and they get deep and they're very jammy, and it's like this is a nice break. It's like the eye of the storm where like even if people don't like what we normally do, they can listen to it and like kind of jam and have fun, and the lyrics are equally as deep, but the music is a little bit more uplifting, a little bit more happy.
Makes you feel like everything's okay.
It does, which is what you need when a lot of the songs that we sing are very
Not okay.
not okay. So yeah, so that's where this one came from.
Jerry, good touch, bad touch.
I wonder what would happen to me when the voices finally leave, yeah, when they all fade away and I'm staring at the bottom of my glass, looking at my friends thinking how do they care for me, and I'm staring at my parents again, looking at their house thinking how could I live like them, and I'm staring at the top of my bed, staring at my pillow thinking I wanna dream again. I was staring at the devil in my head, looking at me in the mirror, terrified of the things that he'll say to make me shiver. I've wondered what will happen to me when the voices finally leave, yeah, when they all fade away, and I'm staring at the bottom of my glass, Looking at my friends thinking, why do they care for me? And I'm staring at my parents again, seeing how they're living, thinking, how do I act like them? And I'm staring at the bottom of my bed, looking at my pillows, thinking, how do I dream again? I was staring at the devil in my head, looking at me in the mirror, terrified of the things that he'll say to make me shiver, shiver.
So, Patrick, when writing these songs, do you find yourself kind of developing concepts that come to you randomly, or do you set time aside to write?
Well, I mean, like, I've worked restaurant jobs and, like, retail jobs pretty much all of my life, which I think anybody really needs to know. If there's downtime at a restaurant, there's, like, really downtime. So I'll write a lot at work because, I mean, like, I'm gonna take advantage of that time. But I usually have these, like, I have a lot of concepts in my head of, like, how I feel, either, like, because not a lot of the thoughts in my head are, like, introspective. Like, it's not, I don't try to always write songs about things that are going on in my life, but a lot of the stuff that have been going on, like, on in my life in the past few years, I feel a lot of people could relate to, so I've been kind of focusing more towards that.
Yeah, I got dumped before too.
Yeah.
Dude, you took a hiatus for like a year or so from even writing. Like, you didn't even want to.
I didn't want to do anything.
You didn't want to think. It wasn't even just. You didn't want to, like, write music. You just didn't want to do anything.
I didn't want to do anything.
What did you do during that time? Did you just lay in your room? Because I wondered.
I got really into taxidermy and
armadillos.
No, literally, I just really started doing a lot of drugs, and that's embarrassing to say, but, like, I really did get into a really dark part of my life where I just kind of gave up on, like, really caring. It was, like, between my parents and, like, my family life was, like, you know, my sister had, like, this heroin addict husband who kept stealing all her money, and then she kept trying to, like, send me money, and I was working to give her money, and then, like, between, like, my life and my lack of, like, passion, which used to fuel me, was, like, fading away. So I really did lose a lot of, I just didn't care. I didn't care. You know what I mean? And I don't want that to be like this, like, cliche interview of, like, I'm a songwriter and I just started doing drugs and just not. It was like a legitimate, like, I did not care. Like, my old landlord, I owe my life to, because when I was living with her, like, she found me in a very bad spot in my room and pretty much saved my life. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was just, like, the way my brain works is it's all or nothing, and it's just like, if I get into these very dark spots in my brain, it doesn't matter how many people like me or like what I do, I just, like, shut it out, and I want to try to, like, end it or just, you know, push everybody away, and that's what I was doing. And it wasn't just mainly because of a breakup. I don't think any pussy really has that power. It was just more of the amount of time and energy that I had put into it, that I just felt like it was not. I felt like I deserved a better breakup than what I got. You know what I mean? Because I put a lot of fucking work into that thing, you know. So I did disappear off the radar, and I did write a lot in that moment. Yeah, I don't know. Songwriting is it's I don't always have a concept. I just like to just play by myself. I'll lock myself in my room and just play and just think of, I mean, even like the pop song that Andy wrote, I mean, that happened in like a half hour.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he brought up the guitar line and I instantly just started writing, and that's what I like to do. I'd rather just sit down and listen to somebody else's guitar line and write lyrics. But yeah, I don't know. Songwriting to me is more of just I need to get something off my chest, and I like to try to make it lyrically as captivating as I can. Like,
Dude, it's honest.
Yeah.
And when I saw you guys perform at the Depot, it came across as very honest. And, like, I mean, I cracked a half a joke there when I said, yeah, I've been dumped before, too.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, everybody has. And for everybody, music's some sort of an escape. And when I saw you play, it was like veins popping, pouring soul into screaming into the microphone about some shit that obviously was not derived from positivity.
Dude, no.
And that's the kind of shit I like to relate with when I see music, because I get it.
And I don't want people to like mistake it for being like emo or like screamo. Somebody earlier today, who was it that said that like we sound like
senses fail?
Yeah, it's like no.
I love screamo music, and you don't scream enough, frankly, nowhere near enough.
I have to take care of our vocal cords.
Yeah, that's fine, but I can't believe somebody would say that you're screamo music. That's silly.
Yeah, I was like,
That's absolutely silly.
That's what I said.
Because I
like,
love screamo music.
Yeah, and I was like, we are not screamo. If anything, we're post indie.
We're post
copyright,
indie.
trademark, just the most terrible things.
It's like it's the idea of alternative music, but it's deconstructed.
We try to captivate the energy that is true emotion, and that's the only thing I want to do with this band. It is to let loose, whether it be positive, and like the pop song is a really good example. It's a very fun song.
Just kind of do our thing without judgment.
Yeah, I'm not a sad
much.
guy. I mean, I'm a very depressed guy, and I have my issues, and we all in this band have our issues. But like, we want to capture raw energy of like whatever we're feeling at the time, and when we write it, we want it to be very honest, and we want people to understand that you could be in a dark spot, but you can still have fun and try to get yourself out of it. You know what I mean?
It's a support group, man.
It is. I mean, at least this band to me, I mean, it's better than AA.
Because we let you drink.
No, it's better than going to church. It's better than anything, because like we all really do support each other, and we try to be the most honest that we can with the music, so that people, when they hear it, they can understand. Even if they don't like the music per se, they understand that it's coming from a very genuine space. And from what I've seen in my music playing time in life, people really, really do enjoy true honesty, you know.
Andy, tell us about the internet.
The internet's a series of tubes underground that's run by Comcast, and they want to introduce a merger into the market with Time Warner so they can have a complete monopoly over the internet.
Have you heard of Reddit?
I love Reddit.
I know, you created the subreddit No Sleep.
Did. This is why I'm on the show.
That's crazy. That's the only reason I invited Andy here, is because he created the No Sleep subreddit.
We have a fifth member who just told he couldn't be here because Wally didn't like him.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Fucking Greg.
Greg.
His name? I don't even
Fuck
remember his
Greg.
name. Fuck Greg, man.
Fuck Greg.
Yeah, Greg is a bitch.
Totally.
Greg is a bitch.
So where are you guys at online, though, if people want to actually find you on this tube of
We're on. We got a
network
Facebook.
tubes?
We got a Facebook. It's the facebook.com/justthemostterriblethings. And then we're on SoundCloud, and that's, I think, the same address too.
Just-
SoundCloud.
Just the most terrible things with no spaces.
No spaces.
No spaces.
There's not a lot of bands with that name. So
You're gonna make it really hard for somebody to Google you guys.
Yeah. Hey, just Google just the most terrible things. Oh God, I'm depressed.
think that does
already.
It'll be like bukkake donkey porn, you know, just like.
But that's what we're based on, so it's great. It works out.
There'll be some bloody piss cum involved. I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is, but it sounds gross.
I feel like it will be a dead Asian in a gutter somewhere in Georgia, and it's just like I don't want to.
God, sounds like prom night.
It's It sounds like my parents' honeymoon.
Yeah, that's about it. I think.
No, we have a Tumblr. Are you gonna?
We have a Tumblr. I think.
Does it come in hetero?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was. It
I
was.
have a personal Tumblr that's offensive to me.
What if it didn't come in hetero? Would you be offended, Jeremy?
No, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure.
Let's put it all out there. Do you prefer people who are heteronormative?
What is CIS? What is cis?
Cisgender. That's,
Cisgender.
Everybody in this room is cisgender. That means that they identify by what they were born with. If you were born with a penis, you identify as a male, you are cisgendered. If you were born with a vagina, you identify
what's
as a
the
female,
point?
you are cisgendered.
What's the point?
What's the point?
The point is that there's a lot of people these days that are coming out as transgender. And so the same way that we didn't often use as I don't mean we as in the people in this room, but the people who have used the language, the human race didn't start saying heterosexual a whole bunch until people started saying, hey, I'm homosexual, I'm gay, you know?
Yeah.
And then they had to be like, so it's heterosexual if you dig.
Well, I was born as actually two women, and I was.
Well, then you are not cisgender. I
conjoined.
take it back.
I was combined into one male out of two women.
You should really see his tits.
That's why we make 25, 26 cents more, is because, you know, we're twice as good. So we have to kind of like play it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was born as two women, and now I'm combined into one man because that's equal.
So you're Siamese gender.
That's
So
Two
fucked
women.
To be fair, though, I don't know what the CIS prefix actually, like, it's probably derived from Latin of some sort. I don't know what it actually means, but I do know that cisgender is to transgender what heterosexual is to homosexual. It didn't need to be created into our lingo until there was a whole bunch of out trans people.
And that is a fact.
We all
that has
learned
been
something.
dropped
Against
on this
me
situation.
is a really good.
That's an example of somebody who was ballsy enough to come out.
Dude, respect. If by any chance Against Me hears this, yo,
Much respect, dude.
mad prop, yo, dude, like seriously, holy moly, and she still kills it now, dude, like their new album, Transgender,
No shame.
it's like
Dysphoria.
Dysphoria Blues is one of my favorite albums right now. She like doesn't give a thought, dude. She
and
calls
she's
out
still
everybody.
married to a female, which
Yeah.
means she found a backdoor entrance to same-sex marriage.
Yeah,
Ew.
dude. Fucking genius, dude. She's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
guarantee you that's not why she did it though. But you're right. I mean, that was a huge step for. Hey, we got all political here with the transgender topics. I'm very
yeah.
aware.
Isn't that just the most terrible thing?
Everything I learned about transsexuals,
Fuck the norm.
about transgendered people, I learned on Tumblr.
Wow.
Oh shit! He looked right at me.
That's
I learned it
education.
from Walnut
Yeah,
Street.
Jeremy.
Well, wow. Do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, at Equality Fest, August 3rd. We're playing on the main stage.
Did Carla Christopher put that on? Is that-
Yeah, Carla. That's.
Carla
I think
Christopher.
Pat knows her better than.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, she does culture in Maine. We were on that show once because we're giant TV stars.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that too and be pretty big stars too. So.
August 3rd, Equality Fest, and so that means they're going to allow the transgendered or the cisgendered people?
I think it's transgendered. I think it's pretty much a whole group of whatever gender.
It's trans
really.
and cis and homo and hetero. Welcome.
Yeah, yeah. Homosexuals, heterosexuals, trans, cysts. Is that what it is?
Cis, CIS, cisgender.
Cis.
There's no
Well,
T.
yeah.
It's not like cancerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please. Oh my God. Now I just set myself into a real shitstorm.
Oh, Jesus.
Heteros.
What have you done?
I'm just totally fucked up.
What
right
have
now.
you done to this whole situation?
You're hateful.
I'm a hateful man. Well, you know, I just love Jesus. And
Just take your heteronormative male privilege and stick it right up your ass, you fucking queer.
thanks.
God damn.
I get it. It's because you ended that whole thing on calling someone a queer. That's why it's funny.
It is very funny. It's genius.
All right, so we covered all your internet locations and some other things there. So you might as well just play one more song.
All right, yeah, we're gonna play a song
And this
that
is gonna be the one you go out on, so it better be good, dude.
This is a song that was the actual first song that we all jammed on, and I had wrote it to try to. It's probably literally my favorite song I can say that I've written in 25 years, and it's basically promoting that you shouldn't get lost. Like one of the lines is "Don't get lost in the eyes of the lake." And to me, that line means do not get caught up in a lot of the currents of life and where, either it could be positive or negative people are trying to take you. As long as you want to go in that direction, you need to focus on yourself and where you want to go, and understand that people are going to take you either in a bad place or a good place, and it's up to you to go to either spot. And along that journey, you're gonna deal with a lot of ups and downs. And this song to me is probably if I had a theme song, I had this song looping in my head for months before I even let anybody hear it. And to me, it's probably one of my favorite songs, and one of the more positive songs that anybody can actually learn from, and try to not get caught up in so many different perspectives or different people trying to pull you in a lot of different ways. So
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. This was awesome. Don't get caught up in the eyes of the lake, where you'll become lost, you'll get carried away. Yeah, I seen the sun, and I watched it fade, and I can't admit I got carried away. Yeah, I can't admit I got carried away. The drinks that I buy to blur out my day, it's keeping my thoughts from bleeding out my brain. The drugs that I took on that summer day, it kept me alive, it kept me from my grave. It kept me alive, kept me from my This girl that I loved, well, she went away. Yeah, she has found love in some other's name. the pain in my heart. It won't go away. It's keeping me up. It's keeping me away. Keeping me up. Keeping me away.
I'm so bloated. My pants are unbuttoned.
Well, that's cool. It's like it's Thanksgiving.
How are you bloated, Andy? You're
I don't know.
2 pounds heavier than me.
Skinny fat.
And you weigh like 2 pounds more than your cat.
I know. My cat always makes fun of me